Yes, I did suck off a fucking Smurf, by the way.
So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
Hey guys, I am so fucking annoyed. I'm annoyed at myself because it's taken me so long to fucking fess up to this bullshit, and I'm annoyed because this is the third time I've tried to fucking record this, and the fucking thing died. I had to go get the other battery, and then I had to restart because I said some, like, I was just like stuttering around being retarded. I don't know if I'm more anxious about this video than I feel like I am. It's so weird, but today I'm gonna be exposing myself. Yay! Sorry for the clickbait title, but it actually is gonna be me exposing the one lie I've ever fucking told you guys that has hung over my head for so many fucking years. And I just want to fess up to it. I want to explain, yes, I did suck off a fucking Smurf, by the way. I thought this would be cool. It was blue, and then I put some red on it to make it purple, to make it look better because the blue was awful. Whatever. I'm sorry if it's distracting. So, oh my god, you guys. I'm just gonna try to speak from the heart. I'm gonna do this without any notes. I'm gonna do this completely fucking ad hom as fuck. That's not even the right fucking thing to say, but you know, whatever, fuck it, we're just gonna do it. The trade-off with this kind of content, the Vlad vlog style content, is that I'm gonna leave things out and I might misrepresent myself. So if you have any questions, any follow-up questions, if you're curious about anything, I am 100% an open book from this day forward at least, and everything else revolving around me has always been an open book, except for this one fucking thing that, oh, it's just so fucking awful, but I'm finally gonna tell you guys. Oh my god, where do I start? Okay, so for those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, which is most of you, because this is more of like a Twitch thing and like, you know, a Reddit thing or something. I don't fucking know. When I was 18, I did a shoot with Muscle Tees, which is this really shady, creepy company. And I'll tell you why they're shady and creepy, and I'll tell you my experience. And by the way, my experience, I don't ever want to come off as a victim. I am not a victim. I signed the fucking release. It is my own fault. Everything that's happened and all of the, like, me lying about it not being me in the video and the pictures, it's all my fault. I take full responsibility for it. I'm not gonna sit here and cry and be like, please forgive me. Please don't hate me. If you feel like you want to hate me, if you feel like my apology isn't sincere, I promise you it is, but I'm very bad at emotional kinds of things, like showing my emotions and stuff, but I really, really don't like that I've ever lied to any of you guys about this. It drives me fucking crazy. I don't like lying for selfish reasons, but I also don't like lying because that's just not me. Like, there's nothing about me that makes me ashamed to the point where I just don't want to tell you guys. I don't feel those emotions of like, oh my god, what will they think of me and stuff. And I don't believe there's objective morality. I don't believe that anything is objectively wrong or objectively bad, but I do believe in sticking to your laurels and sticking to your, you know, I feel like you should come to your conclusions of what's morally correct based on your own personal preferences and based on what you believe in your heart and also rational ideas and things. But I believe that once you come to those conclusions of what you believe you want to be, who you want to be, you should stick to that. And in this one instance, I did not stick to it with you guys, and I fucking hate myself for it. So, I don't actually hate myself. It's something I've made a mistake with, and I want to own up to it now, and finally own up to it. Oh my god. So, in these images, they're really like low quality, just awful images. I don't like the images, but that's not the reason I didn't tell you guys. Let me tell you the story. Okay, so when I was 18, when I was 16 to 18, I really wanted to be a nude model or like a Playboy model or something, like most little girls who want to go into modeling or who think that maybe they will go into modeling or at least want to do something where they express their sexuality. Like, that's why I wanted to do it. I thought I was going to be a writer or a lawyer or something, but I knew that I was going to have a social media following, and when I was like 16, I had a lot of fucking followers on MySpace just because I took sexy pictures and I was very open with my sexuality. So I didn't think I was going to be a model at 16, but when I realized at 18 that that's what I was gonna try to do, I wanted to be a Playboy model at first. One of my first shoots, I would say like in the top 10 first shoots, one of them was submission to Playboy with the nudes I really love. By the way, the links to those nudes are gonna be in the description. They're on Patreon, but they're gonna be a free post for you guys, so you guys can all see nudes that I'm actually proud of that I never released because I decided I wanted to be a non-nude model. More on that later. I'm sorry if this is all over the place. I'm just sick of retrying to do this in a more together manner. You know, like, I just want to fucking do it, you know, so we're gonna just fucking do it. This is probably gonna be one of my worst videos, and probably my most viewed videos because it's gonna have nudes in the title. Let's just try to get through this. Alright, so I also took at that time, because I wasn't making a lot of money yet, I was still building my portfolio. It was like I was only 10 shoots in, like I said, and I decided to take this job with Muscle Tees, where I think they were gonna pay me like $600 for the shoot, and they said topless is gonna be involved. And I was like, I battled with myself whether or not I wanted to do this, because I didn't like the content that they created. Like, I looked at some of their stuff, and it definitely wasn't something that was gonna go in my portfolio, and I just didn't like it. I asked if I could do my own makeup. They said no. So I showed up, and I showed up with Jay. Jay always goes to shoots with me. He's my personal assistant / they call it escort in the modeling world sometimes. That just means the person who escorts the girl to the shoot, not any kind of prostitution or anything like that. So I brought him because I always bring him. He carries all of my stuff. I have like a big luggage suitcase full of stuff, and he comes along with me, especially when shoots are, when they seem a little less professional. Like, if you have a huge studio, there are times when I haven't brought Jay because the huge studio probably already has an assistant. I brought Jay, and he was allowed to stay for the makeup. The makeup was atrocious. I didn't even look like myself. I absolutely hated the makeup that the girl did. Nothing against her. I don't even remember who it was. But I just fucking hated the makeup. And then when we went to go to the other hotel room to shoot, he said that Jay had to wait in the car. And I was like not okay with that. It gave me weird vibes to begin with. And to preface this, I'm gonna say he didn't do anything illegal to me. It just the whole time, like, warning signs were going off in my head. I really didn't want to do this shoot at that point. And what I should have done, what I would have done now, and what I would have done before even, it's just been like, fuck this, I'm out, sorry, you can keep your money, I'm not gonna do this, because I don't feel comfortable. I don't even honestly feel safe, and this just feels really shady to me. So instead, I just shut the fuck up and like pushed it down in my gut, and I was like, you know what, $600 is gonna be really good pocket change for me right now. Like, I'm in a place where I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if this modeling thing is gonna kick off. And so I was just like, whatever, it's just a little bit of toplessness. I already shot, and we're submitting to Playboy. I want to do the Playboy style stuff, and you know, I was just thinking like, this is what I'm gonna be doing, you know. I didn't think it through enough, and I didn't stick to who I was, and when I was uncomfortable, I should have just fucking said, you know what, no, I'm not doing this. So that's my fault. I take full responsibility for it. Unlike a lot of other people, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, and then he made me feel so uncomfortable. Like, I don't have a high opinion of this person, and I'll, you know, go into more detail as to why I don't like the person who runs Muscle Tees. But it's my fault that I stayed in a situation where I wasn't comfortable. Maybe in that situation other people would feel comfortable, but I wasn't. I didn't want to do it. So the whole shoot was kind of awkward. At first we started out with this like bikini thing that didn't show anything, and then he wanted me to do some topless stuff, and I was like, yeah, whatever, that's in the contract or whatever, that we're gonna be doing some topless stuff today, so do that. And then he wants me to take it further, and he wants me to like do the dripping syrup thing. Like, oh, it just felt so sleazy. One disclaimer as well before we go on. I have nothing against nude modeling. I like my nude body. I have nothing against people who would feel comfortable in this situation. I have nothing against porn. I once thought before I knew exactly what I wanted for my sexuality and for my sexual partners and stuff. I thought I might want to be a porn star. I really love porn. I enjoy porn myself. I have nothing against any of this, but for me, for my standards, this was shady, and I didn't fucking like it. I didn't like the experience. So then, when the end of the shoot finally came, I'm not gonna draw this out too long because it's already been fucking 8 minutes. I left, and then a few days or weeks later, I contacted the guy and said, please don't use the pictures. I decided I don't want to be a nude model. And the reason I decided I don't want to be a nude model, it's okay, so you should watch my Why I Don't Do Porn video. There's a lot of stuff about the modeling industry that you guys might not be aware of initially, but if you go nude, you can't be paid the same amount for glamour non-nude modeling. You essentially have to go down the rabbit hole of like getting nuder and crazier, and maybe even go into porn in order to make the same money that you make because no one's gonna pay you to be non-nude when you go nude, if that makes any sense. Like, everyone's already seen you nude, why should they pay you the premium price for non-nude modeling, you know? And I didn't want to be someone, even if I was gonna go down the nude route, I didn't want to be someone who did a lot of low quality nude shoots just to make, you know, just to pay the bills or whatever. And when I realized that Playboy was not for me, when I realized that it was just like basically bragging rights and that the contract sucked, and that I would have to, you know, keep doing nude stuff always, and that would be what I'm known for, what I do, and eventually I would probably have to go into porn, I decided that it was a better career path for me to stay non-nude. So I contacted the guy and said, please don't show, or please don't post the pictures. And at that point he hadn't posted the pictures. I think it took him like a few months to post them, but he refused. He said, you know, you got the money, you signed the contract, and honestly, I would have fucking paid triple what he gave me back for him not to post the stuff, but he decided to post it. You know what? It was within his rights. I would not have done that to an 18-year-old girl who decided to change her mind. What if I had wanted to become a lawyer or something? Obviously, I'm the idiot for fucking going to the shoot in the first place, but I feel like, you know, he could have not posted the images or taken the images down, and that to me makes him a shitty person. And then he also made me feel really uncomfortable during the shoot. Just a lot of his mannerisms and the way that he wanted me to push my boundaries a little bit more than I was comfortable with. I don't like the guy, but I completely understand that, you know, he was probably thinking from a business perspective, and I'm not like apologizing for him and being a dick. He was a dick, and I think it's kind of gay that he wouldn't do that, but whatever. So from then on, as a model, I kept telling people, oh, those aren't me. I would tell the people who wanted to work with me, I would say, no, I've never done nude before. That was something that a lot of companies cared about, whether or not I had done nude. They didn't want, like, some people didn't want nude models to be representing their products. Other people just wanted to pay me less if I had done nude, because that's just how the industry works a lot of the time. And so I decided, and, you know, I told Jay, you know what, I'm gonna say that that's not me. I'm gonna not hold myself to those pictures, and I'm just gonna move on and not do any. So I didn't do any more nude stuff that I ever didn't have someone sign a release saying don't show these pictures. Like, occasionally when I shot with a photographer for fun that I really trusted, we would do some fun nude pictures, and those are also gonna be in the Patreon post. So if you want to see nudes that I'm actually proud of, that I've taken throughout my modeling career, I'm finally gonna release a few. And honestly, I don't like the finished product of that stuff. It makes me feel not like me. It doesn't represent me well. It doesn't look like me, in my opinion. It was something that I did in a time when I was uncomfortable, and I just didn't like it. So I want to apologize to everyone, especially my Twitch mods, who constantly posted the !nudes bot command that said, no, she doesn't have any nudes, anything you see is fake. Anyone who lied on my behalf, or anyone who trusted me and believed me. I know that it doesn't matter at all to me that someone saw me nude. It doesn't matter at all to me that, like, if I was a nude model or whatever. Like, none of this bothers me. I actually wanted to be a nude model for, you know, just like, oh, that's sexy, that's awesome, I love my body or whatever. But I didn't want my one nude shoot to be this piece of shit fucking shoot that made me feel uncomfortable, and I didn't want to ruin my future opportunities as a model, and that's just not a good enough reason to start lying to you guys. And I thought I would only have to lie to potential potential like clients and stuff, people who hire me for shoots. But then when I started doing Twitch and YouTube, people started digging these things up, and this is, again, this is not a good excuse. I have no good excuse. I'm very fucking sorry for lying about this. And I'll post in the description also the reason I brought this up today, and the reason I decided, fuck it, I need to fucking do this. I could have done it a year ago. I was done being a professional model, and I never had any prospects to ever be solely dependent on my income as a professional model ever again about a year ago. That's when I decided I'm full-time YouTube, and when I go back to modeling, it's gonna be fun stuff. I might even do nudes for like my Patreon or something. And I only wanted to do shoots that I chose, that I did the makeup for, that I, you know, I wanted to do like gaming stuff and, you know, cosplay stuff and all this like sexy things and sexy concepts that I had in mind, and that's all I ever wanted to do again. So I could have told you guys back then, but even if I had told you guys back then, I should have told you guys in the first place. I should have just taken the repercussions that it would have brought upon my business, on my modeling career. I should have just been like, yeah, ugh, those fucking things, ugh. And it's not a regret. I learned from it. I learned that even when I feel a little bit uncomfortable, to go with my gut, to never allow someone to make me do something I don't want to do, to never take shoots that, you know, just aren't me at all in order to get a little bit of extra money. If it's gonna hurt my career, if it's gonna make me not feel like I'm doing something that I want to put my name on, just never fucking do it. And I'm glad I had that terrible experience, but I'm not glad that I handled it the way that I did, and I'm so fucking sorry. I don't like lying. It's too fucking hard to keep up with the bullshit, and I would rather just be completely honest with fucking everything, because I'm me and nothing makes me feel bad about myself. I love every aspect of myself. I tell you guys all about the plastic surgeries that I've had, and even if I don't make it explicitly clear, like I make a whole video on like, this is my new boob job, oh I got lipo on my love handles or whatever, like my patrons know because I'll tell them, and if anyone ever asks, I'm honest about it. And I just hate that there was that one thing, that one fucking thing. Oh, and really, honestly, I feel so much better now that I've told you guys. I know there's gonna be people out there that are like, yes, finally a reason to fucking hate her, she's a liar. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people that see everything that I say from now on as tarnished by the fact that I once lied, but I honestly needed to just tell you guys, and now you can see some cool nudes of me, and also, you know, put all those stupid Reddit posts. I'm gonna post one of the Reddit posts, one of the most recent ones. So the reason I decided to do this video today was because my good friend and my main mod on my Twitch channel, Pekka, he posted another one of the links. He tells me when someone posts something of mine, like without my permission, like copyright strikes and stuff, and he also sends me all of the stupid fake nudes, like posts where people are like, this is clearly her, blah, 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 and they're not wrong. I don't know why I'm doing that voice, but like, all the people who hate on me on Reddit and stuff, like he always sends those to me. And today I was just thinking, why have I not owned up to this bullshit? Hold on, my thing's gonna stop recording. Why have I not owned up to this bullshit? And I told Pekka straight out, I'm like, yeah, this is me. I think I'm gonna make a video. And thank you, Pekka, for always sticking up for me even though you had doubts. And thank you for telling me about those doubts. And thank you for inadvertently pushing me to finally fucking do something I should have done a long fucking time ago. Something I should have been honest about from the fucking get-go. I shouldn't have worried about my career. Today, if that had happened, I would have been like, yeah, fuck my career, whatever, I make a little bit of extra, or I make a little bit of less money and people regard me a little bit lower in the modeling industry, fuck them, you know, and like, just, yeah, I did it, I made a mistake, whatever, I own up to it, yeah, those fucking nudes are garbage, but whatever, here's some good ones, you know, and regarding whether or not I'm gonna take any new nudes with the new boobs, yeah, whenever I start, modeling again for fun, I'm sure I will take some nudes and maybe I'll post them, I don't know, but they probably will be for my patrons. I don't want nude model to be the forefront of what I do. I have nothing wrong with nude modeling, but I care more about my YouTube career, I care more about gaming, and I care more about all of that stuff. And as stupid as I think it is that people won't take me seriously or whatever, I would rather that be the forefront of what I do, the YouTubing and the being honest, and I want you guys to know that I will never do anything like that again, and I'm so fucking sorry, and I hope that you guys can forgive me. All of you who have supported me, who didn't even know about this, or who maybe did but believed me, just thank you so much. I can't reiterate that enough. My patrons are gonna see this before the rest of the general population, but just thank you to everyone who forgives me, everyone who, from moving forward, understands why I did it. I don't know. I don't really understand why I did it. Like, I would be really annoyed at myself if I was someone else. Like, just because my scruples are so, ugh, it's like, it's disgusting that I lied more than it's disgusting that those nudes are just so, ugh, not me. And every time I see them, they just remind me of like the stupidest thing I've ever done and the stupidest lie I've ever lied about. Pretty much the only thing I've ever lied about since I was a fucking adult, and it's just, ugh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so fucking sorry. Ugh, it just feels gross, you know? But now I feel better that I've told you guys. This was a terrible fucking video. I'm so sorry that it wasn't more together. I wanted to do something that was, like, where I had bullet points on my phone and I kind of just, like, it was more structured, but that didn't feel as open and honest, and I wanted you guys to feel more like you're chatting with me and like I'm being honest to a friend without, you know, writing it down or, you know, texting someone to break up with them. That's kind of how it felt if I had read from a script or something stupid. So hopefully you take the good that comes with it being unscripted, over the bad that is me being rambly and not concise, and I don't have any good reason why I did that, why I lied to you guys about it, why I said that it wasn't me, other than the fact that I fucking hated the nudes. It's 9 parts me thinking that I needed to do it for my career and me worrying that, you know, I wouldn't make ends meet, and I should have just, like, if that was the real case, I should have just made a point. Like, I kind of forgot about it, honestly, until Pekka brought it up again, but I should have just told you guys. I'm so fucking sorry, and I love you. Yes, there are nudes of me. I've done 1 full shoot nude. That was for Playboy, submission for Playboy, that I decided to retract and not pursue because I looked at the contract of Playboy and I was like, this is not what I want for my career. As much as you guys probably like Playboy and think that, you know, oh my god, that would be the opportunity of a lifetime, I used to think that too, so that makes sense to me, but their contract just sucks. And if you want to know more about that, again, my why I don't do porn video, I talk about Playboy in there. I also talk about the other reasons why I don't do porn, and even though I do in that video say that I've never done nudes, everything else in that video is 100% honesty. It's why I don't do porn. I don't want it to take the fun out of having sex. I don't want it to ruin my relationship dynamics or what I find interesting in having sexual relationships with guys. Porn is just not something I want to do. Nudes are something I very much want to do. I think like tasteful nudes or like themed nudes are super hot. Like if I could do like a sexy nude Yennefer from Witcher, like that would be, stuff like that would be so hot to me, but I decided to hold off. I thought I was gonna go nude completely, like on my own website, because a lot of people would like build up a huge fan base and then they would be like, oh my god, first time Tara Babcock nude on her website, and then you can make money that way, or it would be like everyone's finally got to see you nude and stuff. So yeah, I recommend you check out the free nudes on Patreon. They're on Patreon because Patreon's fine with nudity, and that's like the one other place that I use. You know, it's the one other social media that I use where I can link to a whole post, and it's something I really like to use. You guys do not have to give me money to see it. It's completely free. I hope you guys enjoy them. I was 18. We went to a bunch of cabins, and that shoot, oh, I love that photographer. His name's Alan Dyke. He is so much fun to shoot with. He's an amazing guy. Very innovative. We made noodles, and we like ate noodles while I was like being all sexy in a cabin. It was a really fun shoot, and I wish that had been the one that leaked or whatever, but obviously I was dealing with someone who respected me and who would understand and did understand when I said I didn't want to be in Playboy anymore, that he shouldn't share the nudes and that he wouldn't do that. And, you know, I don't know. I should have. It's so funny because I've always been the type of person that would never let anyone take advantage of me, never let anyone make me feel uncomfortable, never do anything that I wasn't 100% secure in doing, but that one time I did, and it freaked me out and it was creepy, and then a lot of people started seeing it, and then it was like really circulated once I started doing Twitch, because people were like, oh my god, she has nudes, and then I would like get it deleted based on copyright, like off of Pornhub and stuff. I used to do that, and then once I stopped full-time modeling, I didn't care about it in that aspect anymore. I was like, whatever, believe what you want, I don't care. And I didn't care what people thought about me having nudes, and I should have just owned up to it then. I should have owned up to it in the beginning. I don't know why I'm like trying to rationalize the time that I did not tell you guys. I should have just told you guys in the first place. I'm so sorry. That's all I can say. I don't know. If you decide that you don't want to support me anymore, if you decide that I'm a liar and everything I've ever said is a lie, or if you've now found your one real reason to hate me and you're just going to continue hating me, that like there are going to be people like that, and that's fine. I would rather be honest for myself and for the people who still support me and care about me than give a shit. Jay told me not to make this video. He was like, don't make this video. Only bad can come of it, but I feel better now, and I'm honest with the people that I care about. You guys know that I call my viewers my friends, and that's because I have so many viewers that I do regard as friends. My real life friends don't support me like you guys do, and you guys are so much more important than all of them except for Jay and my parents. And I love you, and you guys mean so much to me. So the fact that I had that one lie looming over my head, anytime it was brought up, or anytime it did come from the back of my mind to the front of my mind, it made me feel like shit, and now I just feel better. Sorry guys, I hope the new nudes, or the old but better nudes, make up for it, and yeah, now people can stop making thousands and thousands of posts about how I'm a liar, because yeah, I did, and I'm sorry. Bye guys, I love you, thank you so much for watching. If you have a problem with the fact that this is monetized, I'll post my video about how not monetizing things is stupid. Those are my ideas on that. If you want to see the posts where people are trying to debunk the fact that I'm lying about it, I'll post the most recent Reddit one that Pekka sent me today. And thank you so much if you're still here to watch. I mean, I'm not a storytime channel, so like me lying doesn't really play into whether or not my content is entertaining, but that's just who I am, someone who wants to constantly tell the truth, and it's just, lying is too hard to keep up with. It's not who I am, it's not what I would ever want to do, and it's not what I would want from someone else to me. So I understand if you're angry. Hopefully you can still find my content entertaining and still watch, and I thank you so much if you do. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Ugh. Ugh.